Japan is a land of festivals. Thousands of colorful celebrations, both religious and historical in nature, are held year-round. Ranging from purification rituals to displays of samurai martial arts, festivals provide ample evidence of the people's love of pomp and tradition. Many are small neighborhood affairs, parading a portable mikoshi from the local shrine along the streets, where stalls sell everything from goldfish to chocolate-covered bananas and fried noodles. Larger celebrations can be startling with the frenzy they produce amid the huge attending crowds. Basically, Japanese festivals began as occasions for the parishioners of local shrines to commune with the gods that rule the agricultural cycles. Engelbert Kempfer was one of the few foreigners who visited Japan in the 17th century. The country was then closed to the outside world. He wrote, "These festivals are nothing other than secular festival days or general holidays. The happiness of the celebration and the wishes of good luck are intended to distract the kami, or gods, and to avoid bad luck. Since they are not there for the worship of the gods, but to generate festive joy, they are acceptable to all religions and sects." Japanese society underwent an enormous transformation when feudalism was abolished more than a century ago. One would think that these ancient festivals would have lost much of their appeal in modern times. People nowadays rely on technology for abundant harvests, and there are so many new ways of generating what Kempfer called festive joy. Yet the festivals live on. Located about 200 kilometers northwest of Tokyo is the dormant volcano, Mount Akagi. The summit caldera attracts thousands of visitors who come to hike its trails and admire picturesque scenery with idyllic ponds and an ancient shrine. Akagi Shrine has a history of about 1,200 years. It is famous for its spectacular samurai-themed festival in autumn, when samurai martial arts of swordsmanship, mounted archery, and gunnery are displayed. The word samurai literally means one who serves. And together, the samurai are known as bushi, or military gentry. For about 700 years, from the 12th to the 19th centuries, samurai were the leading class in Japanese society. They fought for property, land, and, of course, honor. Today, the samurai's legacy lives on, not only in the magnificent castles and warriors' armor, but in the martial arts passed down for centuries, like the swordsmanship displayed at this festival at Akagi Shrine. Here, a martial artist demonstrates the way of drawing a sword and cutting in a single motion from a standing position. Strength, speed, and technique alone are not enough to achieve a successful cut. Swing, angle, and distance have to be perfect. Most importantly, mind, body, and spirit must be one at the very instant of the strike. Yabusame is a Japanese Shinto ritual involving mounted archery, designed as a way of pleasing and entertaining the myriad of gods that watch over Japan. It thus encourages their blessings for the prosperity of the land, the people, and the harvest. Archers ride at a full gallop and shoot at targets set up at specific intervals. To hit all the targets, an archer must be very skillful. As a martial art, Yabusame helped the samurai soldier learn concentration, discipline, and refinement. But with the arrival of the Portuguese and their guns in the mid-16th century, the bow lost its supremacy on the battlefield. Mounted archery was revived in the Edo period when the nation was at peace. Archery and other martial arts were practiced as a form of personal development rather than for military purposes. The firing of the medieval matchlock harquebus is particularly intriguing for spectators who romanticize the glory of samurai warfare. In fact, the matchlock harquebus was a heavy and primitive weapon. On a still day, the thick smoke of its discharge could be blinding, and in the rain, it couldn't be fired at all. Above all, it took a long time to reload. First, priming powder had to be poured into the pan and the cover closed. The end of a match cord had to be blown to a fiery glow and attached between the sprung jaws of the cock. The pan cover could then be reopened and the shooter could take aim. The matchlock arquebus was now ready to be fired. In spite of these disadvantages, the matchlock arquebus was still a very decisive weapon. So, samurai began bringing together arquebus gunners, archers, and spearmen to fight effectively side by side on the battlefield. Kaneyama is located in Gifu Prefecture, about 330 kilometers northwest of Tokyo. With an estimated population of 1,700, the small town lies peacefully amidst the mountains, overlooking the Kiso River. In medieval times, the town thrived in the trade of locally made products such as sake, silk, and even ice, with larger cities downstream. Kaneyama is most famous for being the birthplace of Mori Ranmaru, one of the vassals of Oda Nobunaga, who ruled Japan in the 16th century. Mori Ranmaru died at the age of 17 in an ambush at Honnoji Temple in Kyoto in 1582. Kaneyama Festival began about 300 years ago. It is dedicated to the local deity of Kibune Shrine, and also to the soul of the tragic young warrior who was noted for his loyalty and especially his handsomeness. Flashy armor, 2 swords hanging from his sash, and a lance in hand transforms a modern Japanese into a medieval warrior at the festival. The event involves tens of local citizens and volunteers, ranging from businessmen to farmers, high school students, teachers, history buffs, and keen fans of Mori Ranmaru. Anyone can join the festival and become a samurai for a day. All that is needed is to file an early registration with the local Chamber of Commerce, one of the organizers of the festival. Samurai costumes, including swords, guns, and lances, are supplied free of charge. All of a sudden, the show gets more fun to watch. Onlookers for a short while are transported back in time to the days of feudal Japan. In the hearts of many, the idealized samurai live on. At Sengakuji Temple in Tokyo, visitors come daily to burn incense at the graves of the 47 samurai who in 1703 flouted the shogun's power by beheading the enemy official responsible for their master's death. They later committed harakiri, becoming Japan's most beloved rebels. But for most Japanese, the samurai rest in peace, and their violent figures remain embalmed in history. As it is said in the opening lines of the 13th century samurai war tale, Heike Monogatari, the time of the samurai has come and gone. The proud ones do not last forever, but are like the dream of a spring night. Even the mighty will perish, just like dust in the wind. Japan has a rich cultural heritage that dates back thousands of years. Although the samurai may have long been gone, their traditions are kept alive in the many cultural events and festivals held throughout Japan. While visiting its shores, you will have countless opportunities to become involved in the local culture, either as a direct participant or simply as a spectator. Whichever role you choose to play, your experience will be something unique that reaches beyond the scope of typical travel books. Join in these festivals and enjoy traveling through time. Your quest for the legacy of the samurai will be unforgettable. It will forever change your understanding of Japan.